Okay. Look, I'm real, y'all, man. What is going on with these fake ass anime fans? What is going on with these fake ass anime fans, man? Especially the females, man. These anime bitches. Yeah, anime bitches. That's the ones I be talking about. Now, throughout this entire video, if I say anime hoes, bitches, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fake cosplayers, the OnlyFans girls, the content, creators on the Twitter, Instagram that use anime and geek culture to get to where they need to go, even though they wasn't fans of this many years ago. I don't know where they came from about this joint. That's the type of people I'm talking about. Now, when it comes to anime girls, I'm only talking about the ones that really are just like really into the anime. Those type of girls. Those are the ones that I shall we talking about. But so throughout the entire video, if I say anime hoes, cosplayers, girls, real people that actually are slightly, slightly bit into the anime industry or the manga industry, all right? So how is this even possible? How did we as men or we as anime fans allow this stuff to happen to grow so spontaneously into the year of 2025? Like every time I go on Twitter, there be some accounts that I don't even follow. It just pops up on my feed. That's be like, hey, try to be my anime girlfriend with cosplay. Oh, you gay cosplay? It's just like, yo, what's going on? Instagram reels. They're showing girls that literally flash their titties and they get past the safety guidelines, the guidelines through Instagram. It's just it's so funny as hell, but this is so whack, man. Like, what is going on? It's 5 years since 2020, right? It's been 5 years since 2020. And I'm just surprised that we're still, or this OnlyFans stuff is still going on rampant. Like, it's still going on super. It's just, what is going on with this shit? It's just getting out of control at this point. It's like a wildfire. This shit's like the LA wildfires. It just keeps on spreading. For real. And it's burning down the anime community. This OnlyFan culture, fake anime fan culture, is burning down the anime community. And I mean that for real, for real, for real. I mean this for real. And I'll break down to you. The whole thing with OnlyFans though, right? That didn't really start until 2020, right? Because the COVID and stuff, right? People couldn't get jobs and stuff. So I know a couple females around my age that started the OnlyFans stuff who literally sold they sold for a couple of overrated pictures so they can get some money. Because everybody know in high school, oh hey man, that girl was nice. Oh, she got OnlyFans. Hey man, hey shoot, check out that one girl's. Hey, look, yeah, she cold as hell, right? That's how it was back in 2020 and definitely back in 2021. So I saw this for myself. I still know some niggas that got photos of the girls they liked in high school that made OnlyFans and have them screenshotted and saved on their phone. It's still saved on their phone. But how did this get with the anime culture? It's just, man, look, ever since 2020 blew up, everybody started using this to their advantage. This geek culture, this gaming geek culture, whatever the hell it is, this anime culture, they start using it to their advantage. I remember seeing back in 2021, especially 2022, this 2020, 2021, and 2022, right? We had this 3 years where I just started seeing all this cringe content just worth of just, hey, Gabby, you want to be my girlfriend? Oh, I'm cosplaying Sakura, but she never watched Naruto before. But I'm trying to figure out, how did the men of today's society fall for these type of traps, knowing that you can legit get this type of content if you literally just go online and search up leaked content from this person you're trying to buy content from, and there's also content online for free that has the same exact thing. Go on the hub, go on the X videos, motherfucker spank bang, whatever it is, nigga. Go do that. Why are people steady still falling for this OnlyFans culture? And why is today's media why is today's media propagating this every single where we go? Now I already know I made a video based off this whole spirit, that's been going around for the rap community and stuff like that, I'm saying, the hip hop community, for Sexy Red and all that stuff, right? But now there's this whole spirit going around with the anime community. And it's honestly just been on my nerves for the last couple years. I've been trying to make this video for a while now, honestly, just for a while. But just recently, until I saw a bunch of these this nasty ass shit on my timeline from a lot of people that I didn't even follow. I was like, dude, okay, this has come to a stop. I have to make videos on this. Like, I have to make a video on this right now. like right now. I was planning on making maybe like 3 videos based off this, but I was like, man, F it, I'm making one because I think this issue is already a thing that's been brought out there. But I'm getting fed up with this fake energy of anime fans, especially towards the females. Now I don't know about y'all though, right? Because before 2020, most most females that liked anime were either some cosplayers, that actually wanted to cosplay as a character and knew the series, or it was a girl that was quiet, kept to herself, and legit enjoyed the anime. But now we have all these fake ass females. I don't know where they came from because legit before 2020, you was nowhere to be found, nowhere to be found, nowhere until after 2020. Now they want to flashy titties on the stream. Hey chat, if you donate me $50, I'll shake my titties. That's how they be. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how we has fallen. How low can we go as a society to fall for this? How low can we go? I'm talking to the men here too, and it's weirdo too, because we already know how weird anime fans can get. Most anime fans had this fantasy where they have this waifu shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Where they want to meet a real life waifu. Like I met so many niggas that be like, hey man, I wish Hinata was real. Man, if she was real, man, I'll wipe that up any day of the week, man. That's how people be in real life. Men. Men. For real. So when you see this stuff on Twitter, they'd be like, oh, okay, maybe oh man, she has some big titties like Hinata. Maybe, and she likes Hinata, and she likes Naruto. Okay, maybe I have a chance with her if I buy her OnlyFans. That's how these motherfuckers be online, bro. Like, does that make any sense to anybody? And I'm surprised that no one has stopped this movement. It's 5 years going strong for this movement. I'm surprised people are still falling for this trap. I'm still surprised. Y'all gotta remember there was a whole thing with Ruby Rose where her most her most paying fan literally came out and said he spent what thousands of dollars on this chick for him to get no coochie, to get no reward. None. You saying that she didn't throw down a crack of fan contest? Nothing like that? You're saying this never happened. So why are we still falling for this type of culture? Why are I still falling for this joint? Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why though? It makes no sense. And it's just not only just the cosplaying or the fake OnlyFans chicks, it's also some of these content creators too out here too, man. Like most of these females out here that get famous off of anime content, quote unquote anime content, you know what I'm saying, but don't really mess with anime in general. They all seem fake as hell to me. I ain't gonna hold you. They seem fake. They seem hella fake. Because there's a lot of females out here that would use anime to get famous, but then they'll shame on actual anime people, the fans and shit, right? They'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I'll never date anybody, that likes anime, but you're getting popular off of anime." For example, I'll give y'all one example. There's this girl called Toasty Marshmallow, right? She's been around for like what since like the 2020 era and shit, right? This girl really made a video saying that manga is not canon. She really came out and said that manga is not canon. There's a whole video that I'm going to show you in a second that she really said manga is not canon. And this girl is popular. She does what singing and voice, and she does like voiceovers and stuff off of songs, off of like theme songs and stuff. She just sings over them, and she's getting popular off this and traveling and getting attention from what singing some openings that I can do in the shower. Now I'm not hating on this. I'm not hating on none of this stuff. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, how in the world, if you're such an anime fan, how can you come out and say that manga is not considered canon? Like, how delusional do you have to be? And I always said that anime fans are very, 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 very delusional to the point where it makes no sense. So I'm gonna show y'all this clip real quick. On some real talk though, for real.
Are you with me while I explain why manga is not always canon? Attack on Titan is actually the perfect example for this. So if you didn't know, Hajime Isayama was actually heavily involved with the production of the anime. Literally everything had to be done with his approval. When the manga ended, he actually admitted to having regrets. And if the mangaka themselves wants to change the story, wouldn't that mean any changes to the anime are actually canon? How crazy would it be if there was a totally different ending for Attack on Titan? Manga fans would go crazy. I don't know. What do you think? Comment below what you think. Or join me live on stream tonight at 6 p.m. EST.
So yeah, man. So look, after that clip, it's just there's so many things that I was like, there's no way people are actually defending this. And I remember she made this video around the time where I think where like Attack on Titan was about to end. So it's just like, man, the manga's the manga. The manga's the original ending. The manga will always be canon. How is the original source material not canon? That's why I was thinking to myself, like, and I was thinking to myself, there has to be some people that actually had disagree with this, right? And then eventually I saw some comments saying, nigga, man, I almost blow my brains out trying to hear this nonsense. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna hold you. That was funny. So then there's another comment that said, I think it said, if I feel like I turn up the audio, I'm gonna be disappointed. That was raw as hell. Cause I'm like, dude, there's no way that someone actually had a thought process, edited a video, and thought this would be okay to post, and thought this was a good take. This is a horrible take. And I don't know about y'all lately, man, but man, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all on some real shit though. If you're messing with a female that likes anime and she cannot accept the negatives of her fan base, she not the one for you, my nigga. And I realize this most of the time though too is that most of the bad takes that happen in anime, or there's these fake takes that happen in anime recently, the last couple years, ever since 2020, comes from the female portion of the anime and manga community. Correct? They come from it. This is one of them. And when I saw people actually defend this, it was like, dude, where's the common sense? Did it just get thrown out the window or something? It must have got thrown out the window because it made no sense. And I realized one thing: 'cause a lot of niggas out here be simping because there's a female that's popular that looks a little bit good that has an anime take. They're going to defend her even though she's wrong. And in my personal opinion, right is right and wrong is wrong. She's completely in the wrong. I noticed this though. I've noticed this for the last couple years. It's getting tiring. Like for example, if I mess with any shorty that likes One Piece and Naruto, if she can't handle me saying that Luffy is a retarded ass character, which he is a retarded ass character, look how he looks. He literally had admitted saying that he doesn't think. He literally says what he thinks. He can't process his thoughts in his brain. And then this dude, his drip is a straw hat and some jean shorts. Look at Zoro. Look at Sanji. Fresh is fresh than a motherfucker. Now look at Luffy. Bum activity. He's dressed like a homeless person, a bum. And dude ass is stupid. He can't cook for himself. He needs Nami to navigate the sea. I mean, how can you be considered to be respectable when you need people to do things for you? Like to navigate through the sea, you need. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. How can people in the world be inspired by Luffy? So if I joke around and say this to a girl that I'm messing with, if she gets offended by this, man, we can never hang. If we can't joke around about the negatives about maybe Naruto and One Piece, which is a lot of negatives that we can joke around about, if we can't joke around about that, then we cannot hang like that. I'm sorry. And she gets really offended, like, oh, I make for the One Piece my thing. If she's a diehard One Piece fan, nah, we can't do that. We're not doing that, Joe. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hell no. You gotta cut her off right there. Right there, for sure, for sure. And it's weird though too, because like I feel like most of these bad takes they came from TikTok. So if y'all remember back in 2020, there was a lot of these edits and stuff that that put people on to different animes and like, oh, this guy is cold, this, you know what I'm saying? All these different edits that came from TikTok, because most of these threads from Twitter, they went on TikTok. And a lot of females be on where? On TikTok. And that's true though. I think most females be on TikTok. I don't know a lot of dudes that's constantly on TikTok every single minute of the day. That's mostly females. Let us be real here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just facts right there. So I feel like most of these takes and these fake anime fans, went on TikTok. Remember 2020 was a big time where TikTok was a thing. Everybody was going on TikTok. So I feel like everybody else, they saw or they seen certain animes on TikTok and they were like, oh, that's cool. That's a really cool anime. But they never watched it. They just saw it edit and it was like, okay, I know what this anime is about. So now I'm a real anime fan. So like whatever this edit said, oh, top 5 strongest characters in this show, it could be fake and false. It's really the top 5 strongest characters in that anime. That's how all these bad tastes come from. You know what I'm saying? Or be like, oh, top 5 best shonen anime. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Full Metal, we'll see what else those. That's how it be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be on the TikToks and shit. So I feel like TikTok is the main reason why we see all these fake anime fans, especially towards the fake female fans. and especially towards the cosplayers, man. I don't know what happened to the cosplayers. What happened to people actually cosplaying as the character and not selling your body as an extra? I noticed this recently. Every single cosplaying girl from Instagram, Twitter, anybody that has a link tree. If I see a link tree in your Instagram bio, you are immediately, I'm thinking you trying to sell something for real. Why do you need a link tree for? Why do you need all these links for, man? Fansly, OnlyFans, why do you need all this for? Why do you need all this, man? Twitch, this, that. I get it, but if I see a link tree under any female's IG bio, Twitter bio, man, that's some whole shit right there, nigga. Come on, man. Man, you selling something. For real. There's a couple girls I know that was quiet, lit on the street for me, that started doing OnlyFans content. And that's, I'm like, really her? She started doing that. The quiet girl that no one even knew about started doing OnlyFans content because she couldn't get a job? Dog, are you, man? That is insane. I can't be finding out to my homie. I'm like, dude, like what? That girl, really? That's insane, bro. Like, and she, man, and guess what? She was doing cosplaying too. Like, oh man, like that's crazy. I never thought she would sell her soul like that either. But I don't know. It's just, man, look, this culture with cosplaying and then trying to sell your photos along with the cosplaying. Like, bro, what just happened to cosplaying as a character that actually looks like the character? Because I'm seeing a whole bunch of what these porn stars trying to cosplay as certain characters that don't even look like the costume don't even look right. And people are really falling for this though because they're trying to attract everybody from geeks to these simps out here, or even both. In general, it's just I don't get it. I don't understand it though. I mean, honestly though, it's a scam. It is a scam, and scamming is a sport. So if you just fall for it, you fall for it. I'm just surprised that we have all this knowledge on the internet, all this communication, all this neutral stuff on the internet, and yet we're still falling for these scams that are so obvious. And it's just like, why are we supporting this nonsense right here? Like, I can understand if one person fell for it and he just screen recorded, screenshot everything and posted it on a website, everybody else can view it. I get it, which that is a thing out there. But why are there so many people paying so much money to literally see 5, 10 seconds worth of content? I remember this one chick on Instagram. Man, I remember that one. I remember that one homie, man. He had actually went to her OnlyFans. She was charging $50 for a 1 minute video. $50 for a 1 minute video. 1 minute video. $50. Didn't even show none. And dog, like that's a scam. Like, that is nuts. That is beyond crazy. Nuts. And at this point, man, they might as well be prostitutes. But this is lazy. But hey, look, at least actual prostitutes have to actually go put some work in to get the money. So what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing is wrong. Prostitution has been a way of selling, a way of money trading since the dawn of history. So at least they have to put in the work to go get that money. These OnlyFans chicks are not putting in no work. They're at the crib, camera, and just doing all your guilty pleasures and let people fall for it. Like, can you imagine that though? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember back in the day where if a girl got her news exposed, she would end up crying and have mental breakdowns. But now this is actually being normal behavior in today's society where even the nice girl, the quiet girl on the street that never was about that can do this and it's accepted in today's society. This is really, really wrong. And it makes no gosh dang sense, man. So, especially with the anime community. But like I said, the anime community is just full of somewhat simps and very delusional stuff and delusional simps, and that's just facts right there. I can't hold you on that one. So I don't know, man. It's just very weird, very weird at the same time. Just very, very awkward and weird. I don't know. And speaking of weirdos too, now let's go into anime girls. Now I know there are a lot of anime girls out there. They're not on the same energy as these anime hoes. Now, the real type of anime girl that the ones I know, the ones that used to stay quiet, if you ask them about anime, they'll say some things that you didn't even know about. It's like, oh, that's cool. So you really, kind of study like the whole anime industry. Like for example, there's this one girl, right, who put me on the Chainsaw Man. Man, dude, like she put me on the Chainsaw Man back in like 2021. This is or like around the time and stuff, right? 2020, like back in 2021. This is before Chainsaw Man got really, really popular. The manga just ended though, but the fact is though that before it got really, really popular, she put me onto it like, hey, just read Chainsaw Man. I was like, all right, bet, cool. I read it like 6 months later, but when I started reading, I was like, dude, this is like one of the greatest series I've ever read. Like one of the best new series. And the fact is though is that yeah, bro, it's like, and the fact is though is that bro, like this is a cool ass series. Like I had to go message her and thank her, like, bro, thank you for putting me on so good ass series. Like, yeah, that's a real anime fan right there. And we asked about anything else, bro. She put you on stuff that no one else is talking about, not the mainstream stuff, other extra things that have good writing as it should be. You know what I'm saying? That's a real anime fan right there. So you watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So she's pretty cool. Um, but there been a lot of times where a lot of these anime girls in real life, they or the ones that claim to like anime, they have these. Well, I can't say they're not weird, but they have these weird customs. I can tell they're just fake. Like, oh yeah, you're a TikTok anime fan. You're not like a real anime fan where you watch it and sit down and watch it though. I could tell. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all three examples real quick, and all of them come from my job, low key though. So this first girl, right? This is back in 2021, correct? So I remember it was like the summer of 2021, and I remember that Attack on Titan manga was ending them soon. And I remember this like yesterday. I remember I really wanted to go talk to this other coworker of mine, right? Zach and all that stuff, right? I wanted to talk to him about the end, like how the manga's doing. And I literally warned everybody's story. I said, everybody watched the Attack on Titan anime and read the manga. And this girl, right? Leslie and stuff. Leslie was like, yeah, I read it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I watched it, right? Okay. I was like, okay. Then we started talking about the manga. And then eventually she flipped like, why'd you spoil me? I was like, what are you talking about? You say you just read the manga, watched the anime. She's like, oh, no, I didn't read the latest chapters. Then why didn't you say that? So I'm thinking to myself, yo, like, damn, she really mad at me for spoiling her about Attack on Titan? About the manga? Look, at first I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like shit a little bit, but at the same time, bro, like, why didn't you say you read the whole thing? What literally, if anybody says, have you read the manga? That means have you read the entire thing? No one's gonna be like, have you read halfway through the manga? No one's gonna say that about any book. You know what I'm saying? Who says that about a book? Anybody, if you talk to anybody about a book, they're gonna ask you, have you read the book? That means have you read the whole thing? Not halfway or whatever. And if they haven't read it, they'll be like, yeah, I'm like halfway through. So she just started snapping, got mad at me for no reason. Like damn. Like, are you serious? Like, you got mad at me for no reason? That is insane. That is nuts. Um, but then eventually, I remember like 2 weeks later, I guess she stopped getting mad at me or whatever. Uh, After we talked about the manga for Attack on Titan, and then eventually, I tried putting on to this one anime called Black Lagoon. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. It's my third favorite anime. First is Dragon Ball, second is Ippo, Hajime no Ippo, one of the rawest anime with the boxing and stuff. So, so that girl Leslie, she put me on with a comic could kill, and we agreed to both watch these animes. All right, like I'll check it out, by or I try to finish it, like by like the end of the week or like 3 days. Actually, I think I finished it in 2 days. No, actually, a day and a half. It was leaning on to that second day, so I finished it up in a day and a half. She said that she'll finish up Black Lagoon by like the end of the week. She promised. I was like, okay, cool, cool. It's nice because me, I binge anime quick as hell. Eventually, I had finished, and I asked her, "Oh, so like, how's the Black Lagoon watch going?" She said, "Yeah, I'm on episode 5." I was like, "Oh, the part of the Nazis, Nazis." She said, "Nazis," like she was confused. Like, yeah, the Nazis. No, there was some Nazis in that. She gonna act like there was no Nazis in episode 5. Literally, episode 4, 5, and 6 have Nazis in them. But she got confused saying and trying to tell me that there's no Nazis in them. So she's trying to put the weird stuff in my brain, thinking that, oh, I'm delusional or something. See what I'm saying? Anime fans be so delusional. So after that, I started talking to her about anime in general. I was like, dude, that was fake as hell. So you just lied to me for no reason. It's okay to say you didn't watch it, but how you gonna try to convince me saying that I'm in the wrong? And when Black Lagoon is one of my favorite series of all time, that is insane. That's an insane thing to try to claim. You know what I'm saying? Like that is weird as hell. Um, and then second girl, right? Second girl, Her name was Mia and shit, right? Now Mia was a pretty cool girl, that like anime and shit. She watched a lot of mainstream stuff, which is cool, like the Naruto's, like JJK's and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But My Hero, definitely a big My Hero fan, but that's fine though. It's whatever. She said she started watching anime, so cool. That's like the starter kid and all that stuff. But when we was talking about Naruto and stuff, I asked her what her favorite character was, and she said her favorite character was Madara. I was like, all right, cool. So man, that first part with Madara beat all the ninjas up, that was cool as hell. She's like, I didn't watch that part. I was like, what? I'm like, what you mean you watched that part? She's like, yeah, no, I haven't watched that part yet. But you said your favorite character is Madara. Oh yeah, I watched Naruto through TikTok and YouTube. It's really what she admitted though. So it's not weird and awkward. It's just like, how can Madara be your favorite character but you don't know his first moment in the entire show? So I'm trying to put this together. So, and I understand Naruto's a long series. I get that though. But man, y'all not putting the work for Naruto now? That's what we doing? That's what we doing. That's crazy. That is nuts. That is the only time I've never heard it before to this very day that someone's favorite character, but they haven't watched the first moment of their favorite character, or they haven't like that's his most iconic moment, damn near. Everybody respects that fight where you took on damn near 100 ninjas. I'm not a big Naruto fan no more, but damn, I admit that was she was whooping niggas. Yeah, he was whooping niggas. Man, but yeah, that was just like it was a little weird, but look, at least she was honest about it though. But I'm just like, man, look, that's a TikTok anime fan plus the YouTube anime fan that watches stuff through YouTube and doesn't actually watch it no more for what it is. Doesn't sit down and watch the full episodes. So that's what it was. So, but anyway though, but at least she did watch Black Lagoon. What else she watched? Gantz and stuff. Two great series and all that stuff, right? Pretty cool. Now this third girl and all that stuff though, right? She's actually very recent. Met her back in like after Thanksgiving of like last year. Like all this is recent. Like everything I'm gonna tell you is probably recent. So this one girl named Nari and stuff, right? She pretty cool. She cool as hell to talk to. She seemed very or has a lot of knowledge about the anime industry and stuff. She cool as hell. So I remember when I first talked to her, she was talking about like what it was like Tokyo Revengers. Yeah, it was about Tokyo Revengers and stuff. I said like how that series been a little dead for a while, but I talked about Mikey and shit. You know what I'm saying? How he be, you know, kicking shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I remember she tried to put me on with 5 animes. Now I only watched 3 of them because I couldn't remember the other 2. She put me on 3. It was Made in the Abyss, Classroom Elite, and Madoka Magica. That was cool as hell. Just like like 3 animes off rip. Like okay, all right, I'll check it out. Now I didn't know. I knew these series, but I didn't know for what it was though. You know what I'm saying? Like I just knew the names of it though. You know what I'm saying? I remember my brother told me that he said don't watch Made in the Abyss because there's a lot of pedophile stuff in it though. So I was like, I heard about it, but I haven't seen it though. I was like, okay. But then she warned me saying, hey, I know there's weird stuff in it though, but the suspense is crazy. Like at least she was honest about it. So I was like, screw it. I checked it out. First one was Made in the Abyss. Man, it was too man. That dude, whoever made Made in the Abyss is a fucking pedophile, man. I swear, he need to get exposed. Someone needs to go to his house and check his files or something. He gonna have way worse stuff than that dude that made Kenshin anime. He's gonna have way more stuff. I swear on everything. That anime was, that would be better if there was no Lolly stuff in it. I swear on everything. Um, then eventually the second one was what was it? Madoka Magica. Yeah, yeah, yep. It was Madoka Magica. Then Classroom Release. So the second one was that magic show. Now I already told y'all first. If I see magic anime, I immediately want to turn off. Because I think anything on magic in it has to be isekai. So I thought this was isekai or something. It kind of felt like it at first. And I was like, yo, this is too cutesy, too girly for me. I'm not like, dude. I was gonna drop it. I was like, I'll give it 2 more episodes. Eventually, this red hair girl came through. The whole theme done changed. It got a little like edgy to it, a little grittiness to it and shit. It's like, all right, I finished it up. I thought it was pretty decent. I gave it's like 6 or 7 out of 10, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, this girl, she likes cutesy stuff that's a little edgy. Okay, I get it now. Because usually if I watch something from somebody, I try to understand their mental of what they like. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's say if this guy tells me to watch like Sons of Anarchy, okay, he likes gangster stuff. Or like me personally, I like vibey and gritty stuff, like something that's has its own feel to it, its own vibe that's gritty and realistic. So that's my type, if you notice me. I always say that like like throughout the whole channel. So the third one was Classroom of the Elite. Now that one took a little longer. I remember I finished all this in like all three shows in like then or 3 days and a half, low key. Classroom of the Elite took me like 2 days, but the first two took me like just like a day. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take that long. If you think about low key, both of them shows is like what, like 12 episodes, so it's like one season, one anime. You know what I'm saying? I'm the binge master anyway. But the fact is though is that after I binge watched these animes that she put me on to, I think I tried to put it on to what? It was Parasite, Black Lagoon, Samurai Champloo, Michiko Hatchin, and I think it was Evangelion. Yeah, it was Evangelion too. Cold ass anime. Or no, Gantz. It was Gantz. Yeah, Gantz. Really wild anime and shit. So she said that she would watch Parasite. Cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like little promise and shit. So I came back to work the next day. It's like, okay, I watched all the three stuff up. It's like, oh damn, that was fast. Yeah, I'm fast as hell with it. So I was like, okay, shoot, you watch Parasite yet? It's like, nah, not yet. I was like, okay, all right, fine, it's cool enough. So pretty much, I think it was like 2 weeks later. I was like, damn, shit, did you watch it yet? It's like, no, I ain't watched it. I'm finishing up this other show. I was like, all right, cool, type shit. But I remember that I think I talked to this other two coworkers and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Uh, who else was it? Was it three or two? No, it was three coworkers. And I remember all of us talking together. It was like, hey, no, it was two. No, it was four coworkers and shit, right? Every one of them had messed with Parasite. I was like, yeah, Parasite cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta check out Parasite, bro. Like for real. Every real nigga fucks with Parasite. You know what I'm saying? If you are an anime fan, Parasite's one of the best, well-written animes out there. It's a damn masterpiece. You know, when I watched Parasite, I literally was stuck in my seat and I binge watched the whole thing. I was like, yo, that's it. There's gotta be more. It's gotta be more. I was like that. Like, yo, no, like, it was done. Like literally, like that anime changed my life. So I remember one day, I told her, I think it was like, I don't know how many times I asked. It was like what, 8 times and shit. Or I was just talking about Parasite and shit for like the eighth time. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me personally, or if you know any other anime fan, if you're talking about something passionate, they're gonna talk about it ringing up like maybe a millionth time or whatever. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my little thing. And she said to me she only watched the first episode and didn't even watch the rest, so she had dropped it. I was like what? You dropped it? And like that's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand why she dropped it. But then later on, she said she had dropped it because I brought it up too much. So you dropped it because I brought it up too much, or I asked you if you would watch Parasite too much. I think it was like 9 times, but it was like because I thought you were, I thought you was watching it low key. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but steadily. Because I can't lie to you, this show's hella good. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. And if you know me personally, in real life, I cringe. I'll be like, oh, I cringe. If I see something awkward, it's like, I cringe and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, really? You dropped it because I brought it up too much? Like, man, that's so me talking about something passionate and like to the point where this changed my life and it's one of the coolest animes of all time. I'm not saying this to be saying it. It's even proven if you look it up. It's one of the most best written animes of all time. It inspired Chainsaw Man, one of my favorite series. It inspired so many other series out there. And Shinichi is one of the realest niggas, realest characters of all time. It's one of the best character developments of all time. Every episode, all that stuff, pacing perfect. So if you're a real anime fan, you got to watch this. That's the only thing I was going to say, but I guess she had a little fed up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For me bringing it up to me times. I'm like, oh, that's so weird. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes some anime girls do be a little bit weird. The takes and the like, oh, did you watch it type of, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird though. But I do notice sometimes though, some women, at times, when they be stressed out, they may be act a little confused and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And have mood swings. So that's just one thing about women, for all you anime fans out there who don't know how to, know that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Which is pretty obvious though, like say if you're gonna notice. If you grow up and you've been around women, that's a noticeable factor. So yeah, man. And also there's one thing though too. I had to bring up one thing though, right? I'm tired. I am tired of niggas simping for a female when they bring up something. Now, for example, I'm gonna be real with you, nigga. From one of my homies, right? I told him back like October, November, yo, watch Doro Doro. This anime from last year is my favorite anime I watched that year. And that anime came out in 2018. I don't know what took me so long to watch, but I'm glad I just watched it. Like that show, every character has their own motivation. It's so cold how they're so motivated and how it just goes through. You know what I'm saying? Raw as hell. Nation raw as hell. Fight scenes raw as hell. Emotion raw as hell. Like you feel all the emotion that they're feeling. So immediately, I told him like, yeah, just go watch it, bro. It's cold as hell. It's still what like February. And look, if you hearing this right now, go watch it, my nigga. Go watch it, man. But anyway, though, I just noticed that from what October all the way to now, he has not watched it. But when his other girl told him to watch this one anime called what Click Link, or Link Link, whatever the fuck's called, which to me is just like a psychopath. Now, if you a real anime fan, you know psychopath is that thing. Season one is that joint. I don't know why they kept milking it afterwards because the dude had left the show or like the studio or like something like that. But anyway, though, season one of Psychopaths is another anime that's a 10 out of 10 golden masterpiece. Music, everything, every episode, whatever, is cold as hell. If you want to watch another series that's kind of slightly better, now I'm not saying Click Link is trash, but you want to watch a series that's iconic as hell, Psychopaths. They even made a song out of it. You know what I'm saying? Movies out of it, though. You know what I'm saying? The first movie is cold, though, too. All the rest of them is whatever. But Psychopaths is cold. So it reminded me a little bit of Psychopaths. I tried checking, I'm like, but bro, like, hold on. Nigga, you ain't watched, Dora Dora yet. It's like, nigga, come on, man. He's like, I know, but I gotta watch this Click Link. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. So, nigga, when a girl told you to watch something, you folded quick as hell. But when I tell you to watch something that's so cold from months ago, I gotta be in the waiting process. Man, what the world, nigga? What the fuck? That's literally what I was thinking. Like, man, that's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm guilty of that too. The example I gave with the checking out 3 animes, yeah, because before that, dude, I literally had like 50 anime movies I was gonna watch. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch these 3 animes right now, but fuck it, I'll do it before I go back to work and shit. And yeah, so nigga, I'm guilty of it too. But the fact is though, nigga, how the thorough call is so cold. Like, bro, that show needs more attention. Like, it needs a little bit more attention. And it's weird. It's probably up there with Parasite too. It's like, bro, this series is up there with Parasite. Man, nigga, shit cold as hell. Like raw than motherfucker. So it's just that's how I feel personally about it though. But yeah, I guess at certain times, I guess when if an anime nigga talks to a female, and I guess because certain females out there, they'll put you on with something, but they won't watch it themselves. I've noticed that for the last couple of years, but that's kind of rare a little bit if they'll do it, but they probably won't. They probably just put you on it, and then they'll never watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, damn, what happened to the bro code within the anime community? You know what I'm saying? At least anime niggas were weird, but we were never, nigga, we never let no female break the code beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Like back in middle school, man, yeah, nigga, all of us used to be put on with something. Used to watch it immediately. We didn't wait months, years to watch something, nigga. That used to be a thing. Like high school, middle school, nigga, yeah, nigga, we used to watch that on the spot. But I noticed with a lot of with the bros and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the men, now their opinions or their put on their taste. Sometimes it comes either from TikTok, YouTube, or it comes from a whole woman. Most men out here that are anime fans will not get their own taste from their very, very own likings. Like it don't take a genius to notice that this is a good anime and this is not a good anime. If you watched over 100 anime, you can tell whether one is good and one is bad. I think a lot of these anime out here, the ones that you see that just be on random, like just bullcrap type timing. Like if you watch every single brand new anime this year and you're new to anime, that's perfectly fine because you're learning how anime works. But if you watch at least 100, how could you keep watching the same old continuous, same old, same old, same old isekai, rom-com, this, shonen? How could you even be impressed by that? You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get tiring. Eventually, you would want to put your time into something that's different and just got that special hold to it. So yeah, my nigga. So that's one thing I always will, or I've noticed like recently in the last couple of years. So honestly, it's just I don't know why it's like that. No, it's just it is what it is. But at the same time, though, I'm just surprised this movement is still going on. I'm surprised this movement is still going on to this very day. It's about to be 5 years since the anime boom. So 5 years since COVID. And I still remember to this very day how Twitter's blowing up with all these threads with Naruto's and One Piece, and this is still an ongoing thing to this very day. I don't know when it's going to stop. We might have to go to World War III for this to stop because honestly, this is just I don't know. I don't know why it's like this, but it has got to stop. Just like Michael Jordan, stop. Get some help. This is this has got to die as soon as possible. And to me, Shit. That's just facts right there.